So you're moving to Brunswick, Georgia, and you're researching like crazy, but you still have no idea what side of town you want to be on. Well, you're in luck because today I am going to take you on a full map tour of Brunswick, Georgia. Because I know when I relocated here 6 years ago, it's hard when you're researching, whether you're just up in Atlanta and you're moving down here, or maybe even in another state. If you are not familiar with the area, then it is very hard to get a grasp of the area looking online. You might be looking at Zillow homes and thinking, oh, this is really, really cute. And then you come down here and it's not on the best side of town or on a side of town that doesn't serve you and your family. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm gonna pull up the maps, take you guys along, and I'm gonna show you the roads, the major roads that run through Brunswick, where you can find the shopping, where you'll find the schools, and all of the things that you need to know right here in Brunswick, Georgia. Hi, I'm Cassie Long with Horizon Realty, and I help individuals and families just like you relocate right here to South Coastal Georgia every single day. Seriously, I get calls, texts, emails, whatever your preferred method is. All of my information is down in the description box below. So if you are looking to make a move here to Brunswick or any of the surrounding areas, please reach out to me. I would love to help make that move easier for you. And before I completely flip you guys over to the map, let me just preface this by saying, as an ethical realtor, I cannot steer in any way. So I am simply just going through the map, highlighting some areas. If you want a more customized conversation to base the location off of your family and your needs, I'm happy to hop on the phone or hop on a Zoom call and we can go over your family's specific needs. But for this video, we are just going over the general area because I am not steering in any way. When I pull up Brunswick, Georgia on the map, just Google Maps and just type in Brunswick, Georgia, this is all that it highlights right here. And that is not completely accurate. Dock Junction, Glencoe, Sterling, that is all Brunswick Country Club Estates. So sometimes when you're looking at statistics for Brunswick on some of these sites like niche.com or anything like that, it is just calculating Brunswick. And that's mainly the downtown area and a little bit of surrounding. So sometimes those statistics are not completely accurate as far as median home prices and things like that. So that's why it's important to just sometimes get off the internet and talk to an actual agent, AKA me. So for this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna expand this and I'm gonna type in, let's see if it'll let me do the county, Glynn County. Now, Glynn County is more than just Brunswick. Okay, so see how it went to even bigger, Thalman, Everett. So it kind of opened it up to more. So included in Glynn County is St. Simons Island, Little St. Simons, Jekyll Island. So for this video, we are not going to explore those places. Maybe I'll do a full Glynn County overview, but right now we're just gonna do Brunswick. But I just wanted to show you how it highlights not all of Brunswick right here. Okay, so we are just going to look at the main road that runs through Brunswick and all of Glynn County is Interstate 95. So I-95 will take you all the way up north to Savannah. If I can get to it, it's all the way up there. It's only about an hour. And then it will also take you all the way down south to Jacksonville, which is down this way. And that's also maybe about an hour and 20 to Jacksonville. So if you're right in Brunswick, it's a little bit closer to Savannah than it is Jacksonville. But I-95, Brunswick will start at exit 38 and go all the way down south to exit 29, which borders Camden County. And at the north of Brunswick, exit 38, that borders McIntosh County, which is Darien. So let's zoom in here. And we're going to start on the north end of Glynn County. Okay, so right off exit 38 is going to be Golden Isles Parkway. This is commonly referred to as the Spur. So that is the main road up through Brunswick, one of the main roads. There's a few. So that's right off Interstate 95. And then you've got some neighborhoods over this way. This is going towards the west end of Glynn County, which is going to be considered the Sterling area. We're not going to go that way just yet. We're going to stay right over here on the north end of Glynn County. So up and down Golden Isles Parkway is where you're going to have a lot of your newer shopping. So you'll see here Sam's Club. So right where it crosses Canal is where you have a lot of your newer shopping centers. So there's a Cheddar's, you've got your Academy Sports, Sam's Club, we've got a Chipotle, a Panera. So all of this is relatively new and continuing to grow. They're just putting in, this urgent care is brand new right here. It's not even open yet. So this is where a lot of the newer stuff is going to be. And if you keep going down Canal, this is going to take you down to a Dollar General, a little pizza spot, and then you've got a neighborhood over here. I actually think this is one of the apartment complexes. There's a few apartment complexes over this way. But if we keep going down, okay, so we're going to zoom out a little. So if we keep going down Canal, it's going to turn into Harry Driggers Boulevard. So if you've got younger kids that are super into sports, this area is going to be of interest to you. You've got the North Glen complex right here. So this is an outdoor park. It's amazing. It has multiple baseball fields. It's got sports fields, football fields. It's got a skate park there. It's got playgrounds. It's got a 1 mile walking trail around a lake. So it's just really, really nice. And that is right across from Needwood Middle School and C.B. Greer Elementary School. These two are some of the higher rated schools for the Glynn County District. Again, pointing to the statistics, niche.com. Check it out there. But there are also tons of neighborhoods up and down Harry Driggers Boulevard. And if you like going on walks or riding your bikes, there are sidewalks that line this. So you'll oftentimes see people driving up and down, sometimes on golf carts. You'll see them walking, riding bikes. So it is a great area for families, and it is continuously growing. Right here is Belmont Circle. So this is one of the neighborhoods. It's an established neighborhood, but you can find some new construction in there. That's Carriage Gate. And then there are some other neighborhoods up and down here. Fox Run, those are kind of duplexes. But again, there are a few neighborhoods up and down here. So this is one of like the main areas of North Glen. We actually used to live on this road and we loved it. Being next to this park was amazing. I do miss that. And there's also a new development, new neighborhood coming, like, I don't know, maybe right here, but they're building a ton of homes, brand new neighborhoods coming soon. So let's back up. So that is pretty much North Glen in a nutshell, and that is only about 5 minutes from the Brunswick Golden Isles Airport. Now, they only have like 1 or 2 flights going out a day. It is Delta, and it is very tiny. And when I say tiny, I mean like the guy checking you in at the front is likely your pilot. Probably not, but it is very small, but it's a very nice airport. So, you know, that is there. And otherwise, Jacksonville, again, about an hour, and that's a great airport, and same with Savannah. So that is North Glen. And again, you'll find a lot of your shopping right here. So then if we come back over here to Sam's Club, going back down Canal and getting back on the spur, that main road that I told you about, this is also where you're going to find all of your shopping, just going down the spur, starting at exit 38 or 38, and going all the way down. So you'll see this is where everything is. You've got your Zaxby's, you've got Wendy's over here, Chick-fil-A temporarily closed because they're expanding. Don't worry, it's coming back. There is only one Chick-fil-A in Brunswick, so everyone's in a uproar about it. You've also got some of your hotels along this road. And if you keep going down, this is going to run you into Altama Avenue, which is where you're going to find Target and Lowe's and a Starbucks and all that fun stuff. And if you go down Altama Ave the other way, you'll run into your Walmart neighborhood market, and then that's going to bring you over to Brunswick High School. So just to talk about the schools for a second, we have 2 high schools in all of Glynn County. You have Brunswick High School, and then you also have Glynn Academy. So, you know, they both rank about the same on niche.com or any of those other greatschools.com. They both rank about the same, but just keep that in mind when you are browsing houses. So if you keep going down Altama Ave, this is going to take you kind of into the city of Brunswick, where we first saw that highlighted area, taking you towards downtown. So you'll go past the high school here, and then you get to the college. Yes, we have a college here, the College of Coastal Georgia. It is a 4-year college. They have a great nursing program. So we do get, if you're an investor around this area, we do have a lot of rentals and things like that, because as you'll see, we've got Southeast Georgia Health System. This is our hospital here, and this serves the entire county. So if you live on St. Simon's Island, they have to come over here for this, you know, all of that fun stuff. So like I said, you've got the college here, and then you've got the hospital. So all of these roads right around here, you know, some of them are rentals and some of them are homeowner occupied. So if you keep coming down this way, this is going to put you right into downtown. So you'll just keep coming down, and this is 341. So this is what runs along the East River. Let's see if I can zoom out just a little bit to show you guys. So this is still considered, this is west over here, and this is east. So as you can see, the spur kind of goes this way, and then you can cut down this way. This is 341. That's another big road in the area that'll lead you to Sterling, which has some additional neighborhoods. And, you know, out towards Sterling, if you get over towards 99, that's where you can find a little bit more acreage if you want acreage in Brunswick, and I'll show you guys that in a second. Sorry, I don't want to jump around too much. I know that can be confusing. Let's see if I can zoom out just a little bit more so I can show you where we came from and where we are and where we're going, because the downtown area is one specifically we want to talk about. Look at all these beautiful waterways through here, guys. It's honestly, like, it really is gorgeous, all of the waterways that run through Brunswick. Okay, so again, just to zoom out and show you, we were here in North Glynn, and we took the spur all the way down, and then that will dump you out. You have 17 is another major road, and 341 is another major road, okay? So let's zoom back in right here where we were in downtown Brunswick. And you'll see Winn-Dixie here. We've got like 4 or 5 Winn-Dixies all throughout Brunswick. Other than that, your major grocery stores, we've got a Publix over there near where everything else was. We've got Walmart, and we've got Sam's Club. Okay, so over here on this road here, when you take 341 down, that is going to dump you out into downtown Brunswick. Okay, so we've got all of these surrounding roads in downtown Brunswick, and then your main road turns into a road called Newcastle Street. And that's where you're gonna find all your fun stuff. So downtown Brunswick is growing, and it has a lot of up and coming, you know, restaurants and things like that. One of my favorites, Reed's Apothecary. They use all locally sourced ingredients, farm to table kind of style. It's laid back. They have a place called The Study. So you have to have like a password to get in. It's like a speakeasy, you know, bar. Sometimes they do little bites. So it's in the back of the restaurant. It is super cute. Honestly, when Reed's opened up, it was a game changer for the downtown area. That is kind of the starting point for the downtown strip. And then you keep going down, and you've got Mary Ross Waterfront Park. It honestly is gorgeous, and they have, you know, we've been here for 6 years, and they are starting to do so many more events down there. They've got a playground, they've got the waterfront, and then they've got a pavilion area, and they do farmers markets out there every Saturday or every other Saturday, just depending on the season. They'll get bands out there. They always do parades out there for any of the holidays and things like that. So they do a good job of doing a lot of the events there, and all of this is walkable. So if you keep going down, I'm not going to highlight every single business that's in downtown. But again, Newcastle's the main road. Indigo, amazing. Fox's Pizza, really good. Another one to highlight is Silver Bluff Brewing Company. You want to talk about game changing for a downtown area? Get a brewery and the youth will come. Seriously, I talk about Reed's being a game changer, but so was Silver Bluff. Once Silver Bluff came, and I mean, when they opened, we were there like almost every day. And it's so good. It's great beer, great atmosphere. It's super kid friendly. They've got the outdoor area. They always have bands and things like that. So downtown has grown exponentially in the past couple years, and new businesses are coming. So another thing to note about downtown is you've got all these cute little squares, Jekyll Square, Queen Square, and I'm not going to go into the history of all that because who actually cares? If you care, you can just look it up. Brunswick is steeped in rich history, and that is awesome, but you guys just want to see the area. So you've got all these cute little squares, and they decorate them for the holidays, and that's super fun. So again, Newcastle is your main street downtown, and then when you come over here, and there are a couple like studio apartment kind of, living spaces here. But then if you come down a little bit, Union Street is going to be one of your other major roads in downtown. And you can walk from Newcastle to Union Street. But this is where a lot of the old money, old Victorian era homes are. Seriously, just gorgeous homes. A lot of them are being restored, and up and down this entire street, you've got lots of housing options. Ellis Street, Monk Street. So all of these, Egmont, all of these little streets have those older homes. And going through downtown Brunswick is tricky. There are some homes you'll pass like, just junky. There's trash piled up outside, or couches, or old broken down cars. Maybe the home is vacant. You'll see that downtown. But then you'll also see these beautifully restored Victorian era homes, and just gorgeous, or just cute little cottages that have been renovated. So having a realtor that knows the area is key when looking downtown. You can look up the crime rate and crime statistics. It does run a little bit rampant through downtown Brunswick, so you do want to be careful. That's something to be mindful of when you are looking in the downtown area. So I'm just going to point out a couple more things about downtown, and then we'll move on from downtown. So there is St. Francis Xavier Catholic School. So if you're looking at private school, that is one of the major ones here in Brunswick. And it's right in the downtown area. Here is the second high school, Glynn Academy. So that is located right in the downtown area. You can do your research on the schools. Okay, so anyway, moving on, all of this is downtown. The Well, that is a homeless shelter. So downtown Brunswick just ends right here, and 17. Okay, so from downtown Brunswick, that's pretty much it. It just loops around from 17, and we're gonna go this way, and then we'll go back up. So you've got the Sydney Lanier Bridge. So that is just a big bridge over the Turtle River, which takes you over to Jekyll. So this is where you'll go into Jekyll. This is the Jekyll Island Causeway, and that'll take you all the way out to Jekyll. And if you keep going down 17, this is where you will see Simrise, which is one of the large mills here. So they do employ a large amount of people. The Georgia Ports Authority, another large employer here. And if you keep going down 17, this is going to spit you out into exit 29. It's part of Brunswick. Everyone just calls it exit 29. So this is going to be the furthest south of Brunswick you can get. So as you can see, our border here, this borders what is called Waverly, Georgia, which is a tiny small town in Camden County. So this is the end of Brunswick and the end of Glynn County. So exit 29 is where you can find a little bit more land. If you're looking for land in the area, they've got some residential neighborhoods, but also a little bit more opportunity for acreage. There is a Winn-Dixie on the exit. There is an RV resort. There are some travel gas stations and things like that, just because it's convenient off I-95. This area is growing a lot. We're not really seeing that much growth yet on exit 29 as far as businesses, but we are seeing it as far as residential, which means businesses will come. So they are opening up in Eliano's, one of those cute little tiny coffee shops. So that's fun. But as you can see, Golden Isles Riding Academy. So you've got some farms out here. So if you are looking for a little bit more acreage, there's also some really beautiful gated communities out here as well. One of actually, the more luxury living in Brunswick is called Royal Oaks, and that is here. It's all waterfront. So that's on exit 29. And you've got Blythe Island going up this way, and that is all mostly waterfront. Okay, and so from exit 29, we're just gonna keep going. This again is still 17, which turns into Highway 82 once you cross over right here. And you can keep going this way towards 303, which runs through Blythe Island. There is a large park out there, and it's actually really nice, an RV park and everything. And there are neighborhoods and homes up through Blythe Island, but other than that, there's not anything over there. So if you go around Highway 82, let me zoom out for you for just a second. If you go around down Highway 82 on exit 29, that's just pretty much going to end. This is all residential. Like I said, it gets really a little bit more rural out towards this way, and then it ends near Waynesville. And that is one of the neighboring counties. So that is where Glynn County ends. So then you can see here on the map, if you keep going, I'm just kind of taking you around. We started at the north and we went down through Brunswick and around, and now we're going to come up here. If you keep going down 82 and you hop over onto 99, again, that's where you can find, it's going to be pretty much all residential, not as many businesses out this way. But if you're looking for acreage, a little bit more seclusion, but still being close to everything in town, this is a great area to look. And this is going to be considered West Glen, which will then dump you into Sterling, looking at the map. So everything address-wise is going to say Brunswick, Georgia, but there are little neighborhoods, within Brunswick, like as you can see on the map, Dock Junction. Like you don't say I live in Dock Junction, but anyway, let's explore Sterling. Farm 99, one of my favorites, cutest little farm stand. They have fresh produce. You can go, they're open every single day. Well, they're closed a couple days, but it's not like a farmer's market where it's just a pop-up. It's a produce stand, super cute. I love them. They're good people. They have great stuff. So it's all locally sourced. And if it's not right here, then it's in the surrounding areas like Florida, and so super close. Okay, so from going around 99, 341, like I said, this is considered Sterling. You're going to have neighborhoods. You've got a couple businesses up and down 341, Max Barbecue, Sterling Elementary. I'm not really going to go over Sterling too much in detail because, as you can see, there's just not that much out here. But there are neighborhoods and like car shops and things like that, but none of your major landmark places are really considered to be in Sterling, but there are neighborhoods out there. Okay, so if we just keep coming right around from Sterling, that is going to bring us back where we started, North Glen. So there is one piece of Brunswick that we have not explored yet, so I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so that I can show you guys. So as you can see, this kind of runs just in a big old circle, so 99, and then where it crosses right here, it's going to turn into 17, which then loops all the way around. 17 can pretty much take you anywhere. It's like the circle that just never ends, outlining Brunswick and Glynn County kind of as a whole. So if we're coming from the west and we come back up to North Glen and then we keep going down, this 17 runs into Harry Driggers, which is where we talked about the sports complexes and all of that. So coming down 17, you're going to have some marshfront properties here on 17. There's a couple neighborhoods here that are super established. There's Bell Point subdivision that's going to be right around here, and that's got some older homes that are, you know, a lot of younger families I've seen are kind of moving there and restoring those homes. And I want to say most of them are built in like maybe the 70s or 80s. And so it's just a nice established neighborhood. And then you've got the McKay River right here. So we do have another large subdivision called Marshes of McKay. I think that might be this right here. Marshes of McKay, that's another established neighborhood with some larger homes. And then if you keep coming down 17, you've got Country Club Estates. So this is where you're going to find the Brunswick Country Club right here. And let me just point out that from 17 right here, I know this is getting so long and I'm sorry, but I hope this is helpful and I'm not confusing you guys. But from 17 right here, if you just turn right here on Chapel Crossing, this is where you're gonna find Fletzy. Let's see if I can zoom in, because this is a major part of Brunswick. So you'll see Fletzy right here. Oh, right here. And that is the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. So we get new people, you know, they come in waves. So we do have a large renting community due to Fletzy. So if you're an investor, that is a point of interest. This is where Fletzy is located. It's like smack in the middle of North Glynn over here, and then like the east side, of course. But yeah, so if you are moving to Brunswick for Fletzy, then this, I mean, anywhere in Brunswick, even the island, like the max you're going to drive is 20, 30 minutes to live pretty much anywhere in Glynn County and get anywhere on the other side of the county. Like, it's large, but it's not huge. Hidden Harbor Yacht Club. So you've got, and here's Bell Point that I was talking about, Brunswick Country Club. So let's keep moving down this way. So if you keep going down 17, and again, this is running all alongside the spur here, and then 17 and the spur merge right here, and it just continues with 17, and that's going to go by the hospital. And then right down here, if you keep going down, is the FJ Tourist Causeway, and that is the causeway that takes you over to St. Simon's Island. So if you're looking in the downtown area, you're going to be about 5 minutes from the causeway, and then it only takes about 10 minutes to get, you know, from here into actual St. Simon's Island, which, and I can zoom out and see this is the causeway here, and then it spits you out into St. Simon's Island. So if that is of interest to you, the downtown area is great as far as accessibility to the causeway. But even when we lived in North Glynn, so talking about up here, we would just jump on 17, come all the way down, and then go across the causeway, and we could be there in 25, 30 minutes. I guess it depends on who's driving, but I could get there in 25, 30 minutes. So that is the causeway, and then we've already been over here. 17 just keeps circling around. So that is Brunswick, your full map tour. Now, just like any other area, Brunswick, Georgia does have its pros and cons, and you can learn more about that by watching this video right here. And don't forget, all of my information is down in the description box below. Seriously, I get calls, texts, phone calls, emails every single day from people moving to Brunswick and the surrounding areas every single day. I would love to help you make your move to South Georgia.